stress. Sitting in my living room, drowning in my tears, knowing I could die soon. Living a dark life, staring at a white moon, overdosing on stress. Sitting in my living room, drowning in my tears, knowing I could die soon. Problems after problems, so I tried to bottle my problems until I hit the bottom of the bottle. So I took the tip of the bottle and made it wobble like my situation was changing. I stopped looking, rearranged. The picture was crooked, I took it, replaced it. She hate the fact that I made it. Send them papers, I'm waiting. I sign as soon as I see it. I know you lost, don't believe it. All your numbers deleted. The promise really don't need it. The devil just got defeated. Amen. Living a dark life, staring at a white moon, overdosing on stress. Sitting in my living room, drowning in my tears, knowing I could die soon. Living a dark life, staring at a white moon, overdosing on stress. Sitting in my living room, drowning in my tears, knowing I could die soon.
Yeah, Young Dre Reasons. I'm bleeding out, my tourniquet. I'm bleeding out, I walk along with my survival pack, body loaded with tribal tats, divine curse, the verse, rhyme, mind serve, don't get it twisted. If you trippin', I'm making sure you die first. Jermaine curse, watch me ball with the lefty. They thought I'd fall when she left me, they criticized who I was. It's hard to focus on the prize when you live in the mud. Extra I-5 ride for the thugs, disguise drugs after dark. Much pride, smell the honor in my blood like a shark. Swag like Tony Stark, I'm in my zone. Ain't no sunshine when she home. I broke my hand bone, record a song, a broken home, a self-made throne. Due to the fact this health plays its own life patterns. I put my dad like it actually matters. I'm a genuine factor, a mind hacker with my rhymes capture the soul of a bastard. You decompose in the Villa Vaca, heroes disposed, so obey your master. I'm bleeding out, I need my tourniquet. I'll do it now, I had to learn a bit. In this life there is war, the world to be rightfully yours. Despite the cause, I still bleed out. When the darkness falls, and see what we bout.
I'm bleeding out, I feel like the world is watching while I bleed out. Depression from discretion, confession knows where I bleed out. I might just run up in your office with the heat out. Bullet holes through your clothes, now I'ma watch you bleed out. My head grows heavy as my sack goes dim, and my spirit is the children of the shacks condemned. From next wrist to ankles at the shackle them and tackle men who's waking off a crack coat binge. I mean, I'm seeing visions from a past life. I'll be in collisions with decisions as I grasp mics. You're at an awkward distance from a pot to pissin', which involves the distance of all competition. Would you ride if the mission was suicide? Would you trade your shoes for mine? What if you sniffed another line on Michael Jackson in his prime? The two joints of sublime, of course the poison in the mind, remorse for choices in his crime. Inside this cage, which is his brain, is from the mosh pit. Aboard this plane with switchblades and for the cockpit. His bloodline's insane, so his veins are morbid Stockton. Yours truly the locked in, the city of Stockton.
I'm bleeding out, I need my tourniquet. I'll do it now, I had to learn a bit. In this life there is war, the world to be rightfully yours. Despite the cause, I still bleed out. When the darkness falls, and see what we bout.
I'm bleeding out, I feel like the world is watching while I bleed out. Depression from discretion, confession knows where I bleed out. I might just run up in your office with the heat out. Bullet holes through your clothes, now I'ma watch you bleed out.
Terry just called and left a message that should be on the track. You ready to drop? Alright, let me go first. Watch me put it down, dog. I be dedicated to the game for those who didn't know. I dedicate to see you haters who be dissing my flow. Known I have a green thumb cause I make my money grow. And I'm something like a baker cause I'm all about my dough. For sure, I be driven like the snow. So while you standing still, I be always on the go. Smoking on the Pastro, got me elevated. Girl, I know you want this, don't make it complicated. So many made it then failed, a long way to prevail. Put my name up in lights cause they feel me like Braille. Got money for bail if they throw me in jail. I'll be back on the streets with much game for sale. I'll be tipping the scale while collecting my mail. Staying fresh and not stale, you make it rain, I make it hail. I let my hang you, tuck your tail, I'm out off like a diva. Best to take notice, cutthroat, I'm sicker than a fever.
Cause every time we roll, we ride. 4 fingers up,
2 twisted in the middle.
West side, cause every time we roll,
find my way out. Situations be critical, at times they're gonna wait around for no miracles, hoping God will show a sign. Gotta climb up out your own mess, gotta read between the lines. Gotta do what's right and what's best, stop living your life so blind. Though living a life of crime is an easy way to make the cash, but dirty money don't last long, crime pays to either gun blast. So time in the penitentiary, just watching how slow your years pass. And I stick with a pen and a pad, just writing raps and spitting rhymes. Just waiting for opportunities for me one day to shine. My area code be 209, I'm from the city of Stockton, where crime, violence, murders, and homicides happen often. We got a bad reputation on where we at, man, that's my motivation to elevate my mind on spitting raps. Keeping it going, still rolling like a full tank of gas.
Cause every time we roll, we ride. 4 fingers up.
Two twisted in the middle.
West side, west side. Cause every time we roll, we ride. 4 fingers up.
Two twisted in the middle.
West side, west side. Cause every time we roll, we ride.
That's right.
4 fingers up.
Two twisted in the middle.
West side, west side. Cause every time
Represent.
we ride.
Stockton, Cali.
4 fingers up.
Two twisted in the middle.
West side, west side.
Too hot, aka Chino Blaster.
This is strictly for my loved ones, keep 100 wild out. Mama buried me a G, kiss my babies when I die.
Skytrax Production.
No more pain, no more drama, set up in my life. This is strictly for my niggas, keep 100 wild out.
RIP to all my loved ones that we loved and lost. Even the ones behind the cell, freedom was the cost. Run hustling on the block to get on those packs off. Bills past due, PG&E will cut your lights off. Eviction notice number 2, feel like you down and out. Gambling with your life every day until you crapping out. Your kids crying and hungry, no clothes on their back now. Cause daddy couldn't keep a job and hold the house down. You hit the streets confrontation and get gunned down. Over some kilos of that raw in a couple pounds. Word around town got around his homeboy snitching now. Cause they after the same thing, money pinching, wow. So only time will tell, white people from earth existence. Can't stand to see you up, hook you down, crash in the barrel. My city dangerous, gun smoke from the smoking barrel. Wet up your peril, survival of the fittest, recording life in the ghetto.
This is strictly for my loved ones, keep 100 wild out. Mama buried me a G, kiss my babies when I die. No more pain, no more drama, set up in my life. This is strictly for my niggas, keep 100 wild out.
So watch out who you hang with, misery loves company. That's why you'll always see me riding unaccompanied. Hustling, pushing this music to keep me out the streets. My mama told me if you don't grind it, you don't eat. My nigga Bobby died, I tossed and turned and couldn't sleep. Stockton only built for the strong, it's not made for the weak. Murdered in cold blood, always told me never pull a pistol if you ain't gonna use it. Go against his word, find no breath in the fatal shooting. Keep your friends close, but enemies closer. Blood is thicker than water, be careful who you call family. Can't trust me to put you on ice. Bodies hanging like slaughter cattle up in the freezer. Took a couple years off, needed a little breather. Georgia cold winter, better bring a heater. Cause nowadays money tighter than white beaters. Because the government robbing Paul just to pay Peter. Shots fired like 100 meters.
This is strictly for my loved ones, keep 100 wild out. Mama buried me a G, kiss my babies when I die. No more pain, no more drama, set up in my life. This is strictly for my niggas, keep 100 wild out.
Throughout my career, this be the realest shit I ever wrote. Spit from the heart, this be the illest shit I ever spoke. We all have challenges in life, music my antidote. Come and walk in my shoes, but only God knows. Escape from reality while people highly doubted me. Cause I just do it just out of love unconditionally. Dropping new albums, no product, they go support the G. Just let it go, if it come back, then it's meant to be. Follow your passion, just know nothing is worth for free. Go out and chase your dreams, get off your ass and work for it, get up and build your team. If you fit with me, there ain't no ifs, buts, or in-betweens. Positive vibes, humble, loyal living, just like a king. So when I die, bury me a G. Gotta find your balance, no triple B. 100 days, 100 nights, listen close, you hear the sirens and screams. Go get this money by all means.
This is strictly for my loved ones, keep 100 wild out. focus when I die, when I die. No more pain, no more drama set up in my life, my life. This is strictly for my niggas, keep it 100 while I lie, while I lie.
Trust me, I've been working. Monday to Sunday, show up and murking. Rehearsing these words until I get perfect. Serving them my purpose. Nerve that you worship don't make me nervous. Step on their toes and tell them you heard this. I've been working.
Name Timothy, last name graduated. So many people doubted me, a few congratulated. Which means few were proud of me, many were aggravated. That I didn't end up where they did, I simply navigated through the drama till it evaporated. Never off my demons till they evacuated. My formula to success is to always make sure my moves are calculated and stand out in the market that's oversaturated. Cats that hated been popping up in my DM. They slept on your boy minus the Tylenol PM. I'm a star boy, unable to descend. Even if they don't see the beauty behind the man, it's like the weekend. Yeah, shit to those that show me love from the jump. They stood by my side even when I was in a slump. All my baby girl rappers that sound dumb in the trunk. I get them lumped up and shoved in the trunk. Yeah,
trust me, I've been working. Monday to Sunday, show up and murking. Rehearsing these words until I get perfect. Serving them my purpose. Nerve that you worship don't make me nervous. Step on their toes and tell them you heard this. I've been working. Place me on that pedestal that I was up a guard on. Water and some benefits. So tell them I've been working. When they ask me who's up next, and I pull up, yes, just so I can cool your jets. Bet. The way I piece together words is heard by visionaries. Still I compete with hella nerds, earn my temporary 15 minutes in this spotlight with these top flight, off-white, not tight, mob like plights that you all hype. We write for the nights that we all ate cereal. Through strife, mama cried to find us a miracle. But life is a type to grind that you really slow. So if you hear me know through these lyrics, hope isn't really shown. Heroes out of the bottom of the East End. Problem solving, you call them if an author is beast in. If you're not too fond, then you probably part of the reason. The people need you, gon' leave that speech alone while we defend. Relentless with these feelings, I've been hurting, wording these verses, making sure verdicts certain through my city. I'm that person that did that Caraca crowd so perfect. The first pick, and I did this on purpose. So trust me, I've been working. Monday to Sunday, show up and murking. Rehearsing these words until I get perfect. Serving them my purpose. Nerve that you worship don't make me nervous. Step on their toes and tell them you heard this. I've been working. Place me on that pedestal that I was up a guard on. Water and some benefits. So tell them I've been working. When they ask me who's up next, and I pull up, yes, just so I can cool your jets.
I've been swimming in women and living without linens. Couch surfing and floor crashing and out business. These people love excuses, I've been a devout witness. All this cracked up to me, I'm beginning to doubt this. Is I've been working harder than them and then I've been perking. Anybody talking about intermissions is curtains. Shoe fits weird, I'm slipping into these Birkins. Stocking up for the future, but now I give them these verses. Progress is the product, it's never better than lately. The J just stands for Jeremy, and no, he's never been lazy. I'ma push him this hope to the day that I'm pushing daisies. If you're thinking I'm asleep, you must be crazy, motherfucker. I've been working ever since the lemonade stand. I was dreaming about the day that I could ever make fans. Now I'm dreaming about the day I play for 7-8 grand. Let them talk, they will whenever they can. But you can trust me, I've been working. Monday to Sunday, show up and murking. Rehearsing these words until I get perfect. Serving them my purpose. Nerve that you worship don't make me nervous. Step on their toes and tell them you heard this. I've been working. Place me on that pedestal that I was up a guard on. Water and some benefits. So tell them I've been working. When they ask me who's up next, and I pull up, yes, just so I can cool your jets. Bet. Trust me, I've been working. Monday to Sunday, show up and murking. Rehearsing these words until I get perfect. Serving them my purpose. Nerve that you worship don't make me nervous. Step on their toes and tell them you heard this. I've been working. Place me on that pedestal that I was up a guard on. Water and some benefits. So tell them I've been working. When they ask me who's up next, and I pull up, yes, just so I can cool your jets. Bet. Working.
Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your girl, RawNe. Rise and shine 209. Good morning. RawNe is in the house over here at KXVS, the voice of Stockton. Okay, so we have a caller on the line, and then I'm gonna be telling you guys all about like these wonderful drinks that I have in front of me from Edge Wellness and Nutrition. I'm gonna like totally talk to you guys about that. But first, I have on the line Adrian and J Cat the Savage, Bucktown Boozy and J Cat the Savage. How are you guys doing?
Good.
Okay, so you guys are live on the air with me. So what do you guys got going on right now?
We're about to drive to Old Folsom to pick up a donation for a meal and show.
So you guys are heading out to pick up donations. Guys, safe travels. Where are you heading to?
Old Folsom?
Old Folsom to pick up donations?
Yeah.
Oh, man. So is that going to be, you guys got all the help you need for that?
Yeah, and we're just picking up one donation from a friend of mine, John Constantine.
Okay, so can you tell us like how everything's been coming along, progressing, really quickly, just to let all the listeners know?
Well, we're a little short on donations, but you know, of course, I'm going to cover whatever we can't get. It looks like some of the artists are choosing not to donate, so they're choosing not to perform. Go ahead, Buckdown.
So if you guys are artists and you guys are looking to perform, it comes with a donation. So you're not paying a fee, you're paying a donation. You're donating something so that you guys can, you know, just come have stage time. Instead of selling tickets, you're just bringing a donation so you guys can get some stage time. And that's all it is, really. You guys can talk to these guys a little bit more, but I'm going to let Bucktown Boozy go ahead and tell y'all what that is.
Yeah, it's like, you go on donations. Anything like help, like donations, water, containers, various things, hamburgers, got a lot of hot dogs.
Got a lot of hot dogs.
Various things to get side dishes, stuff to help out with the meal, anything that helps out.
So it sounds like you guys are needing some more, like more meats, a lot of side dishes. So that's what he's saying, you guys. He needs a lot more meats. They already have enough hot dogs, so no more hot dogs, please. Hamburgers, chicken, they need side dishes. So I can see, like, you guys, if you guys got like potato salad, fruit salad, macaroni salad, rice,
macaroni and
beans, macaroni and cheese, Spanish rice. Anything that's a side dish that would go along with the meats, it would be very much appreciated. So anybody who has like a restaurant, maybe you cater, or you guys can make things on a bigger scale, we would really, really appreciate your guys' participation and donating a side dish of that nature. Just maybe one tray of a side dish would be sufficient enough to help out to be able to feed all the homeless. So yeah, I'm so glad you guys called in and are letting us know what that's looking like and what it's going to be for the Sunday coming up, which it's going to be a sunny day. It's going to be a great day, right?
Hopefully.
Yes. Well, I'm glad you guys called. I'll be bringing my donation the day of. I'm going to be bringing hamburgers and hamburger buns. So I think I'm going to be bringing, like, I guess a few boxes of that or something.
Oh, okay.
Like how many hamburgers should I bring? This is good for you guys to hear too, because we need to know, like, when you're looking to donate something, how much do you need to donate?
Well, usually we get usually about 2 boxes of hamburgers, which is like $60 in a box. Like you get them at what's that place called? Smart and Final.
Smart and Final.
And
okay.
Usually they're about $30 a box, and usually at a meal in the show we use 2 or 3 boxes.
Okay. Okay, so 2 boxes, and they have 60 hamburgers each. Okay, sounds good. And that's at Smart and Final. So I'm just letting you guys know what that is. Again, A Meal in a Show. They're currently becoming a nonprofit organization built of local artists and supporters, and they're dedicated to feeding, clothing, helping, and entertaining those without the homes through donations and their time. So this is what they're doing. They're going out getting donations. We are giving our time on Sunday for all of them. So we would greatly appreciate all of your guys' help to come together and be able to provide that to them who, you know, we see on the streets. They got kids, you know, maybe they're down on their luck, they're trying to do better, and maybe they just need the one day that can just give them some grace. So they're asking, A Meal and a Show, the crew, we're asking to for your help and donations, offering a hot meal, live entertainment, haircuts, nail painting makeovers, and family fun for the kids, trying to remind the less fortunate that they're loved and thought about. They have a list of items that they need to make the event possible, and the donations are highly appreciated. So those of us that are organizing A Meal and a Show are thankful for your help, and we definitely are sure that those in need are absolutely appreciating that as well. So I'm just going to run through with you guys on the line that they need various meats, hamburger patties, no more hot dogs, condiments, I think they got that, cases of bottled water, various side dishes, paper plates, plastic forks, hamburger buns, donated clothing, used or new, donated blankets, used or new, makeup, nail polish, dog food, cat food, because they have pets, you know, they got to have companions. They have companions out there. So dog food and cat food would be greatly appreciated. Latex gloves to help out with serving on the line, and extra large Ziploc bags, volunteers if you guys want to come out and help out. So we definitely need everything and everybody's help to not only serve but to help clean up. If you want to make donations or have any questions, contact JCat the Savage at 916-248-2167 or Bucktown Boozy at 510-827-9998. And you can also reach us at amealandashow@gmail.com. As they're doing now out in Folsom, they can pick up donations from you or they can give you a drop-off location. So thank you guys so much. It's going to be at Columbus Park on the south side of Stockton. I can provide that address to you guys in the comments here. But thank you guys for calling in. Our guest is here and I got to go open the door for them.
Okay.
All right. Thanks for calling in. I'll talk to you guys soon.
Thank you.
All right. Peace.
Bye, RawNe.
All right. Bye. All right, you guys, I'm going to go let our guest in. We have Mel Martin, FitLuvStrong wellness coach who's here. But I also wanted to share with you guys really quickly my shake, which I'm almost done with, and my tea that I get from Edge Nutrition and Wellness. So if you guys have a chance to head on over to Edge Nutrition and Wellness, it's at 2324 North Pacific Avenue. It's literally right next door to Sam's Cafe. So 2324 North Pacific Avenue. Just be very careful, you might miss it. It shares the same exact building, so there's 2 doors in that same building for Sam's Cafe. And you guys can get some great deals and some great nutrition, education, and everything with Susie over there. So if you get a chance, let her know RawNe sent you her way, and then if you guys can catch me anywhere, you guys can get a coupon here and get $1 off. So 16-ounce shakes, 16-ounce herbal teas. She does body analysis, and it's basically health on the go. So shout out, it's been helping me keep me on my regimen. These shakes have really been improving my metabolism and my appetite, so I've been wanting to eat like all the time, a lot. But let me go ahead and put some music on for you guys. I'll be right back, and Mel Martin will be with us shortly.
Here at KXVS, broadcasting from Stone Tube Studios, is the voice of Stockton.
What's up, everybody? This is your girl, RawNe, and you're listening to Rise and Shine 209, the KXVS, the voice of Stockton morning show.
Shout out my nigga Dark Sage one time, man.
Danny, the king of the track.
Yo, I done been through a lot in my life, but that's nothing compared to seeing humans suffering. I'm trying to step it on a plane, my humans touching. My seeing is believing, my demons defeating full speed. After me trying to catch me in the last sun, but y'all ain't seen the last of me. I'm still getting my money, homie, it's half complete. Couldn't give him a name, it might be blasphemy, but all I don't wanna soar like an athlete and rise to different heights at different times. I'm from the streets, like good guys willing, I better shine, because I'm bursting with the essence of these city streets. Hearts of a city speak, let me get a peek. This is for my people. Get lost in the rhythm, tossed gently by the waves like an ocean. Can you feel them while I sing out? Beats don't feel me now, streets don't feel me now. Can't nothing tear me down. Yo, I done came through the fire, so it's nothing left for me to do but aim for the sky. I done came through the rain, now I'm dry, so it's nothing left for me to do but aim for the sky. Right, cause I done came through the fire, so it's nothing left for me to do but aim for the sky. I done came through the rain, now I'm dry, so it's nothing left for me to do but aim for the sky. It's Mr. Magnificent, your boy Young Truth. I was raised in the stock, but I was born in a booth. The dynamics in my name, kid, is nothing but proof. Besides my homies and my crew, I had nothing to lose. Hop in that drop Chevy, pop a bottle and cruise. The #1 draft pick, there's nobody to choose. Lyrically inclined, I got nothing to prove. I'm twice the man that you are, you couldn't walk in my shoes. I rock the shows that I rock, I do the things that I do. So if you really want a problem, you can come get it too. The animals are out the cage, you let this kid in the zoo. Cold-blooded in my veins, just the rumors are true. Dark Sage and Young Truth just ran off at the booth. Hit 990 Mac and took it out to LA. Did it live in the hood, it brought it back to the bay. It's never easy to be this good or walk this way, I'm saying. Yeah, cause I done came through the fire, so it's nothing left for me to do but aim for the sky. I done came through the rain, now I'm dry, so it's nothing left for me to do but aim for the sky. Right, cause I done came through the fire, so it's nothing left for me to do but aim for the sky. I done came through the rain, now I'm dry, so it's nothing left for me to do but aim for the sky. Yo, I done been through many sticky situations, don't know which road I'm taking. All I know, I gotta make it to the top. Ain't no shaking me, you're changing my persuasion. All rise to the occasion, give a standing ovation. Came from block banging, selling dope, big catching cases to taking first class flights with ladies with pretty faces. The way we get this money, it's like we just change places. Take the truth from the mic, it's obvious that we the greatest. I'm in the gutter on the search for the butter, trying to grill a cheese sandwich, cause I'm hungry than a mother. Music love me like a brother, when I'm loved by no other. Thought you feed me when I'm needy, bitch, you knew that I'm a hustler. We going places never thought I would go. I'm versatile type of artist with incredible flow. I toned it down for the song, but I'm still from the coast. The time my final destination, kid, is nowhere to go. Yo, cause I done came through the fire, so it's nothing left for me to do but aim for the sky. I done came through the rain, now I'm dry, so it's nothing left for me to do but aim for the sky. Right, cause I done came through the fire, so it's nothing left for me to do but aim for the sky. I done came through the rain, now I'm dry, so it's nothing left for me to do but aim for the sky. Right.
I'm in a kush state of mind. Guapale, I'm making mine. Orange or purple, can't decide with either one. I'll scrape the sky. I'm in a kush state of mind. I'm in a kush state of mind. Guapale, I'm making mine. Orange or purple, can't decide with either one. I'll scrape the sky. I'm in a kush state of mind.
Break it up, fill it up, twist it up, blaze it. Mary Jane, your love is nothing short of amazing, spectacular. The way you lift my tensions, breathtaking. The way I feel in your presence, soaring through the clouds, wild and carefree. Beautiful bliss, like a cool summer breeze. Oh geez, no matter they color, love ya. Reminiscing at the barbecue, you know they gotta hug ya. Mary Jane, you the bomb, no matter your age. Thanks for a million shows you inspired on stage. Thanks for the artists you inspired a new song. Thanks for the second thoughts when a lot of us did wrongs. Thanks for the patience to deal with our children when they run around screaming, tempers to the ceiling. Now we chillin' in my kush state of mind. Super cuz Mary Jane's #1 guy.
I'm in a kush state of mind. Guapale, I'm making mine. Orange or purple, can't decide with either one. I'll scrape the sky. I'm in a kush state of mind. I'm in a kush state of mind. Guapale, I'm making mine. Orange or purple, can't decide with either one. I'll scrape the sky. I'm in a kush state of mind. My eyes look Asian. What I'm blazing's amazing. Skying up what 2 months ago I was raising. Whose tree's better than this? I got to know. No. Leroy with his head out the water. I got the glow. Them up. It on him, I drop a load. Trying to match with that boo-boo, sorry, I got to go. Pessimist, the best medicine is medicine, acknowledge this. 2 cents to the granddaddy, £1/4 of the God's gift. Going to work daily, baby, make the curb pay me. Or keep me sane, cause a game will try you stir crazy. Still gets it in, like an assignment in the nick of time. Straighten your spine from the last, it's a different kind. Feels like I'm frozen time, animated token slide. Fresh from the hemp con, stuck like a porcupine. I'm supposed to shine, my they coincide. Like the street lights came on, that's how I go inside. I'm in a kush state of mind. Guapale, I'm making mine. Orange or purple, can't decide with either one. I'll scrape the sky. I'm in a kush state of mind. I'm in a kush state of mind. Guapale, I'm making mine. Orange or purple, can't decide with either one. I'll scrape the sky. I'm in a kush state of mind.
Here at KXVS, broadcasting from Stone Tube Studios, is the voice of Stockton.
And what's up, everybody? This is your girl, RawNe. We are welcoming Mel Martin back to the United States and back in the house here in Stockton. Thank you so much for coming and joining us. I'm glad that everything, my gosh, went well for you as far as travels and everything.
God, yeah.
But yes, just I loved your postings and seeing what was going on. So let everybody know what you've been doing.
Well, you know, first of all, I'm happy to be here safely. It's raining cats and dogs out there, right?
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
just pouring. But California needs the rain. But anyway, you look terrific.
Thank you.
You look awesome.
Thank
awesome.
you.
I'm
So do you.
happy. Thank you.
I can tell you've really been working out. My goodness.
It's the shirt.
You've got those tight shirts or the muscle shirts.
It's the after effects. Anyway, good morning, everybody, and thank you for having me. And, you know, it's, God, the last 3 weeks have been incredibly just rewarding and a blur all at the same time. You know what I mean? Leading up to my trip to the UK to co-host and coach at an immersion mastermind focus group. You know, that took a lot of work, and then you get there and you do it and you go all out, and then you come home. It's a long flight, and it's, of course, your third connecting flight from Vegas to LA is 2 hours behind. By the time you get the sack, it's 12:30, and it's 1 a.m. at home, and you're like, oh my God, dude. But that pales in comparison to, you know, just when you give your all to something like that. I mean, I was there for 10 days.
Oh.
And the actual, you know, focus event that we did, the coaching event we did with, you know, 6 amazing entrepreneurs was, you know, 4 days, 3 nights out in the beautiful English countryside of Ludlow. And by the way, Airbnb in Europe is phenomenal, especially in the UK. You know how those like little castles and countryside mansions and stuff like that? They're everywhere, and it's not that expensive.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, we booked a place in Ludlow, a small town in Ludlow, southeastern UK, right? And you know, Tim Matthews. Hey Tim, how you doing? My co-host and partner, and I, you know, he asked me to research it. So
okay.
He gave me some criteria, how many beds it needed to have and all this stuff, right? So I went on Airbnb and searched about, I don't know, 20, 30 places, and I came upon this place. And it is, I would say, I don't know, 5-bedroom mansion, 2-story, couple hundred years old, maybe?
A couple hundred.
I don't know, at least 100. Right? It's absolutely beautiful.
Yeah.
The caretakers and owners actually are leasing the property, and the husband is a contractor. He spent a year and a half remodeling the inside, yet keeping the historical integrity of the place.
Oh, absolutely.
So it still had that English charm, but the modern amenities. You walk into the bathroom, and it's like, oh my God, I'm at the Four Seasons Hotel. I mean, it's beautiful, right? And it's very concierge. It's very spa. Towels are laid out, everything, the whole thing. I mean, the only thing was lacking was the beds. You know how a bed's turned and it's got a piece of chocolate on it? You know what I mean? That's the only thing I was missing. Otherwise, I was like, wow, this is pretty awesome, right? So anyway, so, you know, and then we're talking acreage of forestry and hills and running streams, and then this big bay window, and as we're doing our sessions, the snow is coming down. I mean, come on, right? I mean, oh my God. You know,
it's like a fairy tale dream.
Yeah, I mean, could this get any better, right? You know what I mean? So anyway, it was just an amazing experience. And I wanted to come and share with you today. My Facebook Live post caption reads, "How effective are you? And you know, what are you willing to do?" Oh God, you know, I'm sorry, I even forget what
We have people saying good morning to us.
Good morning, Pank. How you doing? Danny Morris, how are you? So anyway, fantastic trip.
Yeah, and the fact that, you know, you were able not only to experience that, but then you're getting in the bonding time with your group.
Oh, yeah.
You're getting in that training. And, oh, my gosh, I can't even imagine. And I'm sure just being able to have that kind of scenery around and changing things up allows you to kind of, like, dig into your element and what you guys are doing, just because it's you know, just an added feature, an element that's new, as is your triathlon coming, right?
Yeah, that's a whole nother beast that I'm going after. But if I could share with you just, you know, the one of the most important things that we talked about when we were there is that you could succeed at a very high level by motivating yourself and just stepping on the gas. And in you know, motivation is either a self-realization or proclamation that that's never going to happen to me, and I'm going to do everything I can to make sure it's not. Right?
Yeah.
Or, and so it's associated with pain, mental, right? Because you're thinking like, oh, hell no.
Right, right. That could be.
I ain't never get. Or it's driven by pleasure, still in your mind, like, oh, damn, I love that. I'm going to do everything I can to do that.
Mhm.
And both are at all costs.
Yes.
Both are at any
I can see
cost,
that.
right? You know what I'm saying? And maybe somewhere along the line, if you stick it out enough over a period of time, days, weeks, months, years, even years, maybe you're inspired and you catch some inspiration on the way, but still you're driven by fear. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can just think of grind and hustle. I don't know where.
I'm listening.
Oh, go ahead. I appreciate that school of thought, and there are a lot of people that have a lot of success with that, you know, which is awesome. The only somewhat conflict I have with that is that when I think about associating grinding and hustling towards my success, is that, you know, if you took an axe and you put it up against a grindstone and you're stepping on it, old school, right? And you're putting it up against that and it's grinding for the sake of sharpening it and polishing it.
Okay, yes.
That's incredibly abrasive with a lot of negative energy. But
because you're forcing it.
yeah, but if you and it's again at all cost, and the cost could be, while everybody's partying on a Saturday night, I'm doing my thing.
Right.
Right? Okay,
right.
Awesome, right? Who doesn't do that?
Mhm.
Right? And there are going to be moments when you do that, okay? I'm not disputing that, all right? It's the energy by which the visual and the whole theory comes about. Instead of, look, I'm just going to let life flow through me because my best only happens when I bring my best out of each other, out of myself. How do you do that? Your mind and your heart have to be aligned. When you are forcing, when you are forcing your best production out of you, just the word forcing, if you're beat and you're like, I got to get this done and da-da-da, you're managing by crisis. You are not leading your life.
Yeah, and you're not really putting your best energy into it
Right.
because it's out of
It's out of desperation,
Yeah, it's out of a
you know?
context that really is a kind of a negative energy.
Right.
So you're going to end up blocking yourself a little bit here and there. I was once told by my aunt, she is she's in sobriety. She's 31 years clean of heroin, and so she is a phenomenal guidance counselor in my life as far as the things that she's gone through, the knowledge and things that she has been able to teach me over the years. And one of those things was the longest journey that anyone ever will make in their life is 18 inches. And that is from your brain to your heart. And that's making that's when your
Wow.
mind and your heart
Yeah.
connection
That's
are
profound.
on the
Right.
same level. And that's the longest journey because a lot of people will resist their mind, or they'll resist they fight their heart, they fight their mind. And so for those two to come together, like you were mentioning, when you're on the same, your mind and heart are in harmony and in sync, that's why it's the longest journey, 18 inches.
What's your aunt's name?
Liz.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean
No,
to-
it's okay. No.
What's your aunt's name?
Her name is Liz.
Okay.
Yeah, Liz.
Liz,
Liz.
thank you for that's brilliant.
Yeah,
I'm going to
she's amazing.
shamelessly steal that visual analogy.
Shout
the
out.
longest journey you have is 18 inches
inches.
between your mind and your heart.
Yeah.
So true. If I can please, I'm going to do a shout out to someone very special. Mira Vilko is watching. She is, she is a
V-I-L-C-O?
Vilkko.
KKO.
Mira, Mira, Vilkko. Let me tell you about Mira. She's a client of mine in the FitLuvStrong program. Yeah. She lives in Finland.
Ah.
Yes. Keegan, how you doing, brother? She lives in Finland. Keegan Hiller is watching us. He's also another one of my clients. One of our clients, my apologies. I have two coaching programs, FitLuvStrong and The Powerful Man. Anyway, Mira is in Finland. She is a phenomenal mom of, I believe, 7 kids. 6 kids? It doesn't matter, right? 6, 7. She lives in this beautiful, beautiful, massive home out in the Finnish, not Finlandish, Finnish countryside, right? And she has decided to make some changes in her life and work real hard and attach herself to just that journey. She's on that journey right now. that 18-inch long journey from her mind and her heart.
Nice. And I'm going to give you an update, Mila, on what Mel has done for me and how that has served me along these same lines. So I'm going to go ahead and let you continue to shout her out, Mira.
Okay.
Mira Vilko in Finland. Mel Martin is speaking highly of her, and her journey changes.
Right.
So
she has had, she's practicing the action steps that I recommended her and that I invited her to do. And she's made a personal shift inside. Her energy is changing. She's she's starting to connect her physical, emotional, and mental fitness together. And albeit, I don't know, snow up to your hips in Finland. And she's not making any excuses. She's very, very tough-minded. And one of the strongest people I've met. So, kudos to you, Mira. Love you. You're doing awesome. And I see nothing but great things ahead of you. So.
And it's so much work, but it's so worth it.
Right.
I had found myself, I had been in the Army, I had been doing a great regiment. I came back home and, kind of got distracted by a lot of things here and distracted from myself as far as things that I needed to do. I had stopped chanting. I had stopped meditating. I had stopped eating healthy. I had stopped eating practically at all. Just so many things. I stopped working out. Just so many things had changed just through the different distractions that I allowed myself to get into. And that was just so I can stay busy and stay focused on things that I didn't want to really worry or think about, and those were the things that were going on within me, going through some changes, like being a single woman, being able to just stay in my self and like being okay with myself and not trying to, because I guess I try to like people please a lot, try to go out and help so many people, and I forget about myself. So Mel, I discovered you on one of the other shows. I saw posting, and I was like, this guy looks amazing. I just read the post, and I was like, this guy sounds amazing. We got to have him on the show, because people in our, I guess you could say, demographic would definitely gain so much by your knowledge and what you share. So I reached out, you came, and then you set Marcellus and I, my co-host, on a path. And so at first we started with the working out part. So that part I'm going to be working up to, because I still haven't even stuck with that. I haven't stuck with the working out part because it takes so much energy for me to get other things right before, and I've realized this now, before I can even get that regimen in there. Because and so then when we had worked on it, we talked about it when you would come back, and we talked about this, and so he set me up with another piece to the puzzle, and that was with the mental and emotional, being able to journal, to video journal. So I have this secret page, you guys.
Yeah. Very secret.
I have this, yes, it is very secret. I have this secret page called RawNe's Life. And I video journal, and I release so much emotion through that. I release so many things that are going, and I hear myself talking, and then I sometimes don't even realize that I was really feeling like that, or that I was thinking that, I was feeling like that. So it helps me to hear what is going on inside of myself. But then I had stopped chanting, so now I'm coming back into my Buddhist practice, and I'm chanting now. So as I have been speaking these thoughts, I'm now coming into hearing and quieting my mind, so I go along and add to it. So now what I've brought out through this video journaling, as well as writing journaling, now I am meditating, and that's helping me to set on a path and quieting my mind, quieting and stilling myself, and just coming to seeing where I'm at in my life. Like, okay, how is this taking a toll on me? I'm able to question, like, what are these things in my life that I have? Do they serve me? Do they not serve me? Do I need this in my life? Do I not need this in my life? So learning how to make the choices to say, I can go without that. I don't need to serve that. I don't need that in my life. I don't need to give that my time. I don't need to give that my energy. I don't need to give that my money. I don't need to do these things, because how is it benefiting me, kind of thing. In my health and wealth, So with that, I ended up, coming across Edge Nutrition and Wellness with Susie. So now I had realized that I'm losing weight because I wasn't eating. I was still being distracted, even though that can take a toll. You know, your emotions and your thoughts can take a big toll on your body. And sometimes I would find myself getting down and out or something, and then I wouldn't eat. And then, or I'll work right through something because I think I'm being more productive just working. And so I'm hungry, I'll get through it, I'll eat later. By the time I go, my hunger pangs are gone, I'm not eating because I'm not hungry. So I was still not doing well in my health, which we need to put first as well. So my wellness in my mind, my mental, my spirit, okay, I was working on, I'm doing better. And then now my nutrition is coming into play. And so I found this place down the street. Actually, Marcellus has been working with Hood app and had come across her business. And so he shared it with me, and I actually need it. So this is a shake. It's a protein shake. And so
I want one.
I'm going to take you down there after. You gotta check it out. So this is a protein shake, and this, I have been on my 5th day now. So 3 days last week, the weekend went by, and now it's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, so 3 days, so 6 days total. My metabolism, as far as like wanting to eat, has increased so much. Like I'm hungry all the time. Like not even just at certain times after I've worked up an appetite. I'm hungry all the time. Like right now, I'm hungry. Like right now, I'm really hungry. Wow. And these shakes make me more hungry. So yesterday, I think, was the first day that I actually can recall that I ate all 3, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I ate all 3 meals.
That's awesome.
Plus the shake, plus some snacks. And so this is what I need to be doing every day.
Right.
So once that focus comes into play, and then, you know, she's saying, let's go work out. And I got the regimens. I'm telling my sister, I got these regimens. I can do this at home.
Awesome.
However, that now needs to come into the play of, when am I doing it? Where am I doing it? Is my energy there, and all of that good stuff. So I already see the workouts coming back into my life, and first and foremost, it's just making sure that I'm getting my nutrition, I'm eating right, because I'm trying to gain weight. I lost 15 pounds since I've been back from Missouri, Fort Leonard Wood, and that is just terrible. That was absolutely terrible to find. Like I worked so hard and I was so happy. I was like, yes, I finally reached my goal weight. And now here I am, like doing the struggle to get back there again.
Right.
So it's going to take a lot of the working out. So your regimen that you shared with me, with being able to just have some calisthenics there at home and getting good form with the stretching and everything, and then I can go with Susie or anybody else and hit the weights.
Supplemental
at the gym.
Workouts, yeah,
yes.
Absolutely.
And so I'm super excited.
That's awesome.
You guys.
Look at the smile on her face, right?
It totally all starts. I'm blushing. You guys have me blush.
Well, the thing is,
but
you know,
it starts with the mental, and
right.
the emotional.
As you describe that, you know, I see the parallels between what you just went through in this journey of yours and what we did in Ludlow in the UK, in that we all pay such a high price.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, man, yes.
And if you really, we all pay such a high price to accomplish and to achieve what we want to achieve. Yeah. And so that's why I asked the question today on my caption: how effective are you? Are you effective enough to face your fears, to heal your deepest wounds? And are you really getting it done? And the reason why those two questions are connected and they're so important is, again, when you are mentally driven, you sometimes are suppressing the wounds and the pains to overcome that, right? If you took the everyday person and just peeled back the layers, and if they were willing to be open enough and vulnerable,
that's the point. They're willing.
That's right. That there's a fear for that, and you have to face those fears, because the blocks that you have from the simple eating all day, right? Yeah. The reason why you were missing meals is because you thought, okay, this is just my opinion, if you don't do X activities, you will not move forward, or you will not validate your existence. You will not, whatever the case may be.
Yeah,
and the foundation of that is this underlying lie that you have been living, and it's a blueprint that occurred by either a moment, a phrase, an event, a series of them, how subtle, no matter how subtle or how blatant it may be, that happened to you somewhere along the line. From the moment you were born to now.
Academics.
Right?
It was schooling.
Sure. See, I mean, boom, like that. You're just right there.
It was schooling.
And it's a complete unvalidation.
Right.
Right. I mean, who doesn't want to feel stupid in school, right?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And
you're part Filipino,
and
right?
academics was also to mask what was going on at home too.
Right.
So I was always trying to do better in school because that
It was your way out.
I could get some approval at home
Right.
because it was like crazy at home. Things weren't good at
Exactly.
home. So I'm trying to like win my parents, win my family over with trying to be smart. So
Paying
then I
the
would
price every
hitting
day.
those books and like at all costs I was doing it to the point where I still remember to this day my mom always yelling at me every night, Renee, get your books off the table. It's time to eat. We need to set the table. We have to get the table set.
It was
Oh,
reverse
my gosh.
psychology. Half the kids, you can't get them to put books on the table, right?
Yeah.
Right? What do they have right now?
I'm-
that little thing we're looking at, the smartphone.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah, it's different.
That's a whole different evil that's going on right now. And
Yeah.
with the risk
And
of sounding
so sad.
Yeah, with the risk of sounding hypocritical because I use a smartphone.
But for a good purpose.
Yeah, it's a business tool for me.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And I recently, I mean, okay, aside from anxiety, what comes with anxiety is OCD. For me,
Yeah.
right? So I am just tweaking on this thing all day because my entire business and all that is tied to the phone because my Facebook page and Instagram profile and LinkedIn profile is all working my business and flowing through it and all that stuff. I finally got to the point where I was like, I met a friend for a conversation the other day, right? To have coffee. I tried something.
What did you try?
I turned off the phone and I left it in the car.
Oh.
And I gotta tell you,
How was that?
it was the best feeling ever. I was like,
nice.
wow. Because
Free.
I've gone on weekend getaways, trips, and all that stuff, and freaking phone's with you.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
If you have dead time, what are you doing?
You're on the phone.
You're checking out stuff,
You're
right?
on the
Oh,
phone,
Facebook,
yes.
Instagram, and emails and Yahoo.com, whatever. Right?
I caught myself grumbling yesterday because
Yeah.
I had taken a break and I was chilling at home, and then I realized, oh man, I got to get back to work, and I was so bummed out because it was
Right.
social media work that I needed to do.
Again, it's another
Oh,
price we pay.
gosh.
Right? So, in listening to your story, in listening to your journey, and then, when I was in the Immersion Mastermind with my awesome creator and founder of the program, The Powerful Man, Tim Matthews, shouting out to you.
Shout out to Matthews.
Shout out to Tim Matthews, and also shouting out to Jeff Cloud, who is the other brilliant conscious awareness master of The Powerful Man. I love you both. Jeff Cloud. He is fantastic. We work with our clients internationally. So here's the thing, right? We take these 6 guys, all very accomplished. Some of them are family men, some of them are fathers, some of them are spouses, some of them are single, whatever the case may be, but all highly accomplished. But they all have roadblocks, right? And they have motivated themselves to succeed, and now everything's coming to a head, right? They're feeling this interior pain, and they don't understand why. There's this inner conflict, right?
Oh, yeah.
So now it's about, okay, how effective do you want to be? And the first step to that is what are you willing to do to face your fears in order to heal your deepest wounds?
What are you willing to do?
What are you willing to do? And I got to tell you, without giving any details, we really guided these guys strategically through meditations, through self-realization, through these morning walks and runs we used to take up in the hills, and it was
love that.
we'd start our day.
Nice.
Everybody got up. Have tea, right?
Yes, have tea.
Have tea because you're in the UK. Awesome, right?
Crumpets
and
and tea.
and it's, oh my God, it's like, I don't know I don't know what the conversion is between Celsius and Fahrenheit, but to them it's -5. I'm thinking I don't know. That's probably, I don't know what the conversion is.
By
Let's
the way,
say,
you guys, America is the only one that uses
Fahrenheit,
a different
inches, miles, all that stuff, right?
Everybody else
Yeah.
uses a metric system.
That's how spoiled and arrogant we are. We got to be that different.
Yeah.
So anyway, I don't know. Maybe it's 20 degrees outside to us, right? And it's like scarves and beanie, and you're running. You're out there running, and that freezing.
Love it.
But it's this beautiful stream and rolling hills and trees and countryside. So we start with that, and then we go through our exercises. And these guys really did the work. In 4 days and 3 nights, they were willing to be seen. And when I say be seen, I mean
vulnerable
to each other, supporting.
Man.
And when you create that kind of climate and environment where you can do that in a brotherhood, sisterhood, adulthood, whatever, right? You will make breakthroughs.
Absolutely.
You know, make breakthroughs.
You got to be vulnerable.
Right.
Brene, okay.
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
Yes.
Yeah, I saw some bits on her.
Speaks on, and she teaches about
Right.
vulnerability. She did this massive study and developed and was trying to understand why people have a disconnect around the world.
Right.
Why people cannot come together. Why people cannot make the connections that they want to. Even though they want to so badly, it's because they cannot and will not and are not willing to allow themselves to be vulnerable.
Guilt, shame, embarrassment, humiliation, judgment.
Brene Brown.
It's all a
Get a
lie.
chance to
Yes,
look her
that's
up.
who she
Brene
is.
Brown, look
That's
her
who she
up.
is. I saw
She's
a
phenomenal.
video clip on her on
TEDx?
Facebook.
Oh,
yeah, no, well, it was an interview where she said, you know, I've been invited to speak at high level conferences, and she said, I'm not going to trade in my jeans and, you know, casual shirt to perform at a speaking engagement. And that's really what a speaking engagement is. You're there to perform. She said, I'm not being seen for my business suit from Ann Taylor or Nordstrom's or wherever you're going to get it from. I'm being seen for what people can hear from me within me. And I thought it was pretty profound that she was willing to go that far.
Oh yes.
You know what I mean? She's very on point.
Yes.
And some of the comments were like, dude, you know, get over yourself. You know, you got to be appropriate in your dress or whatever. I don't know. I mean, unless something says black tie optional and it's a cocktail party and you're going to, you know, someplace like that, yeah, I would consider that. But I like how she says it, you know, in the manner by which she's not willing to compromise herself to that level.
That's right.
That's complete ownership, right?
Right.
That's complete ownership.
Right. And everybody
and it's
should
appropriate,
function like that,
and I can see her point. But anyway, so, you know, 4 days and 3 nights, and you know, it's a lot of, it's laughs, it's tears, it's, you know, peacefulness, it's frustration, and oh my God, and
everything.
And as a coach, my role and Tim's role is we are guiding this and we're facilitating this. And when Tim is coaching and speaking, I'm in the background and I'm not just kind of hanging out going, you know, all right, I'll wait my turn. No, I embraced, I'll use the word embrace, I embraced every person's experience and emotion by releasing my own vulnerability so that I could be on the same frequency as them. You're talking about 6 guys over 4 days. And on top of that, on a concierge level, making sure they're okay. Yeah. We cooked all the food. We shopped for. Oh yeah.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
Did you guys record that at all? That would have been amazing.
Yeah,
to watch you guys.
It would have been. And Tim is very much into the vegan organic thing, right?
Oh,
so
nice.
We went as far as, you know, asking these guys what do they not want to eat. There was one guy that was strictly vegan. There was no beef. It was all fish. We did all fish and all fresh foods. And, you know, and we cooked for everybody. And what happened was, instead of us bringing in a chef, right, and kind of disconnecting that as a service, we made it part of the experience. And these guys were like, hey, it's my turn. Let me bring the dishes up. I'll empty the dishwasher, you know. And by the next day, it was like, hey, I'll make the tea. It became this cohesiveness. It became this massive interaction. It was awesome. It all lent to the atmosphere.
Absolutely amazing.
Yeah, and we took our flagship program, which is the Inner Circle, and the Immersion Mastermind is one of 4 events we do throughout the year. Okay. When you're a member of the Inner Circle, you get an Immersion Mastermind like that, which is peeling back the layers, facing your fears to heal your deepest wounds. The next one is it's philanthropic through physical fitness. We're doing this triathlon in the summer, and then after that, we're going to do another philanthropic event, and then finishing up with an empowerment and wrap-up event at the end of the year. And that's all, you know, it's either in Europe or America or somewhere, you know. So it's all very high-level stuff. And what's amazing is that these guys really connected within themselves, and part of the exercise was as you peel back the layers and you heal and you face those fears to heal your deepest wounds, some of those deepest wounds are with the most closest people in your family.
Isn't that interesting? Yes, it is.
Right.
Absolutely.
Right. And I'll give one little tidbit detail that we did. We had each person contact that person there by phone.
Wow, that must have been kind
And
of
it
hard
was
for some people.
it was an incredibly
breakthrough.
powerful.
Yeah.
But the stages by
gosh.
which we got them to face that and understand it, you know, they were ready for it. They wanted to do it. It was like, let's do this now.
Yeah, it was
and
nice,
and you're
yeah.
talking about years of not talking about a certain
Good
topic.
Lord, oh my
Yeah,
god!
think about that.
I can imagine. No, because
what I mean?
because I look at it like this. Okay, and I'm gonna explain it because I visually see
Right.
it. Oh, by the way, Lance McCann says powerful.
Oh, hey Lance, thank you.
So the way I see it is, it's kind of like this hate manifests in you physically. Hate, frustration, anger. It builds and it becomes hard, cancerous.
Right.
And it is one of those things that cause people to build cancer within themselves
Right.
because they've harbored so much of it that it just stayed within themselves. They didn't let it go. They didn't try to release it. They didn't try to heal it. They just manifested it physically within themselves, and then they end up with cancer or some kind of ailment. So I see it as this big cluster, if you will,
Yeah.
of hatred, frustration, things that they don't want to let go, and it's like a rock, a cluster of like malignant cancer cells where it's just hard to, you cannot separate it anymore. But with being able to shed light, it's just kind of piercing that when you acknowledge it and you recognize it and you know this is what it is, and you're just poking holes all over it so that it can just disperse and like get away from you and just clear out of your mind, your heart, your body, just clear out of your spirit, clear out of your energy when you're able to address that. So I see it as that when they are holding on to something that they've been holding on to for so many years, and here it is with this rock inside of them. Okay, now it's time to get that rock out. And in the way that they did that was
heavy weight.
Yes, to address it, to go through the emotions about it, and then finally to contact the person.
It's, when you reach out,
that is kind of like
it's
just saying, here's
powerful.
your rock, I'm going to give it back.
Right.
It no longer serves me.
Or let's just get rid of the rock between us, right?
Yes.
No, maybe get rid of it, maybe not the right thing. But
Well, it
let's
just disperses.
Let's just say, hey, look,
Yeah.
here it is what it is.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to
Yeah.
define us. It doesn't have to be
Exactly
this. It doesn't have to be this hurtful bridge
It's a
between
very
us.
healthy thing for the body.
Yeah, if you have that opportunity, and as you're describing what your vision is, have you seen the movie A Wrinkle in Time? It's out right now.
I wanted to see that movie, but I have not
It's
yet,
with
no.
Reese Witherspoon, Oprah Winfrey, and
I do want to see that.
Mindy
No, I haven't
Collin,
seen it yet.
I think.
I
Forgive me if
saw the
butcher her
trailer
name.
and I wanted
but
to see
she
it.
is that description you say of a darkness of a rock. There is, without giving too much of the movie away,
Okay.
there is this parallel universe, and the representation of that negativity, that hatred, that just vile energy, is this kind of growth, this cancer that's dark, and it has really sharp thorns in it, and it's floating out in the galaxy as a black hole.
Yeah.
And that is the visual they put it, and they said in the movie that is what the lie is. It's representing. It creeps and it seeps into everybody, and
it grows and it
it
festers.
lures you, and it comes in many different forms. Like it comes in a lure of it's a sweet, or it's a pleasure, and then all of a sudden, but really
one of your vices.
It's really destructive.
You want to put it in real life. It's one
Right.
of your vices.
Right. And those vices kind of stem from a comfort that you find. Anxiety.
Yeah,
I eat my
'cause
emotions.
there's a lie in
eater.
there,
Oh,
yeah.
I'm not shy about saying that because it's important for people that I interact with, whether they're clients or whatever the case may be, that when we approach nutrition, I'm not going to tell you what to eat per se. I may give you a model of what to eat. James Lutz, how you doing?
Hi, James.
Love you, James. James is a phenomenal dad, great baseball dad, and he and his wife Marnie were raising amazing sons. And he and I both served on the Laguna Youth Baseball League when my sons are younger. But the thing is, where the hell was I?
That you were talking about how when people come to get through, breaking through.
Yeah, it's criminy. Did I lose my train of
the negativity?
No, it comes in a form of a lure. It's a sweet, right? It's a pleasure. It's and you just I got it. I'll give you certain models of nutrition to follow. Right, I'm not that anal, if you will. Can I say that?
Yeah.
I'm not that. I'm not that,
OCD about
right, when it comes, because I'm an emotional eater. My approach to nutrition is, what is your relationship with food?
Right. Are you an emotional
Do
eater?
you even
That's
realize that you have a relationship with food? Do you eat your emotions, or are you a functional eater where you don't care? Do you associate pleasure with food? I got to tell you, here's a funny story. I was in a relationship once, a bit of a toxic one. Once. One time in band camp, I was in a relationship. I was a grown-up. Now, so get this. Check this out. We're at the dinner table, and this is a classic example of associating an emotion with food. So I'm sitting there with this person I was seeing at the time, and I'm there with her teenage kids. Probably one of the first few dinners we're eating together, right? And I don't know if it was chicken or barbecue, whatever, right? I just love food. If it's good, you're gonna know. I'm the type of person, if I like something, you're gonna know.
You're like,
and if I don't like something, you're really gonna know, right? I don't hide it, right? So we're eating, right? And so we're eating, and dinner set, and I think I may even cooked it.
Oh, nice.
I don't know. I don't remember. So I'm eating, right? One bite.
Yes.
Third bite. After about half a minute, it was quiet. And I didn't realize. I look up and they're all like this. They're all watching.
Are you enjoying your meal?
And she goes, and then she says it. She goes, Jesus, you don't make that much noise when we're having sex. It was awesome. And it was like,
I'm so sorry, but
there was a moment where you go, hey, Jeff Garrett, my good friend, used to coach my son in baseball, badass dad, love him. Anyway,
so then you kind of were like,
the aftermath of that, right? The first emotional shock, and then a few moments later, you're thinking, oh my God, does that mean I suck in bed or what?
Or am I not enjoying
Am I not a good life? I am just like, and then I found myself explaining myself, well, yeah, I mean, it tastes good. And they're just all, really? So again, their relationship with food is that if it's good, it's fine. It's good, eat it, So I really get emotionally invested into it because it does taste good. I'm a foodie. I love food.
Right, yeah.
I have, in my OCD, if you went down my personal save file on Facebook, you know how you could save videos?
Yes.
I would have to say that probably 50% of the stuff I save, maybe 60, are all food videos.
Really?
Oh yeah. I mean, there's this one guy who's out in the woods and it's snowing, and he has this huge cleaver, and he makes these brilliant dinners. Out in the woods in the snow, and like, oh my God, I want to do that.
Awesome.
Or
you've done videos.
Yeah. Or the cuisine around the world. There's this Indian guy, street food.
Oh, I think I've seen those cards.
This dude made a pan of fried rice with 20 eggs and rice, and he was going to feed 20 people. It was awesome. I was like, and it was the skill by which he did it.
Oh.
You know what I mean? He's just like flipping the thing, and I'm thinking, damn. I mean, I make really good fried rice, but this dude, I had nothing on this guy. I was like, wow, right? So anyway, it's what is your relationship with food? What is your relationship with yourself? They all kind of trickle down. They all have a domino effect, and also an uprising with it. So at the end of the day, I think you have to come to a point where you need to just pump the brakes, take a bird's eye view, take inventory, and ask yourself, what's more important to me, being accomplished or being effective?
Good question.
Right?
Yes.
Am I being accomplished? Am I focusing on that, or am I being effective? And people, we all tie financial gain with being accomplished, right? What if you graduated with a bachelor's, master's,
you're going to make more
whatever
money,
the case may be. I myself, I left UC Davis as a junior. I'm a college dropout to follow
your dream.
My dream as an entrepreneur. I don't regret it. I'll look back. I consider myself a very successful person, and that can happen, right? So, but it's what do you tie it in with, right? There has to come a point where you have to ask yourself, am I being effective? Am I doing effective action steps? Am I choosing effective action steps?
And what is effective to you?
Right.
What is effective to the person?
Exactly. And I did a post the other day that said, oh my God, it's not about being accomplished. It's about being effective, and what are you going to leave behind? And, it's don't think about the money you're going to make. Because if you really love what you're doing and you're being very effective, you're going to make money anyway.
Yeah.
And if you fail, you won't make a dime anyway. So be effective.
Yeah, be effective.
Right?
Yeah.
Who
Do
you
what
really
you love and
don't
just put
focus
your-
on the
put your
money.
passion into it.
Right?
Yeah.
That could be contradictory in some terms because we all want to pay our bills and all that stuff. Okay, fine. That's a total different urgency. I mean, if you're not if that is your motivation right now because you're in survival mode,
Yeah.
absolutely.
And that's not about
Do
the
your thing.
effective part of
Right.
what it is when you're living your dream. When
Right.
you're being effective to yourself, being true to yourself, and being effective to what you are able to leave as like your legend of what you feel like you're doing. Aside from having to get your 9-to-5 job or whatever, pay your bills until you're able to live your
Right.
dream, whatever it is that you're doing. But what is it that you're doing on a daily that causes you to feel that you are being effective?
Well, I'll tell you what. Do you want to be successful? And here's the post I was alluding to. Do you want to be successful? Well, schedule your plan and work the dream.
Schedule your plan. Work the
Today
dream.
and every day. I'm serious. Look at your schedule.
Mm-hmm.
What do you have in it? Okay, I use Google Calendar. I know exactly pretty much how my day's laid out.
Mm-hmm.
However, I lend my flexibility to it. Sometimes it unravels, sometimes it unfolds, right?
Right.
But I'm going to make sure that if it's going to unfold, it's going to have things that are effective. You know what I love about Google Calendar? If you type in the word swimming, a swimming pool, a picture of a swimming pool,
How
a
interesting.
cartoon of a swimming pool shows up.
Okay.
If you put running shoes show up. If you put yoga mat shows up.
So an item rather
Yeah,
than
if you
the
type in
act of-
gym, dumbbells show up. It's awesome. There's this visual kind of connection to it, right? So I know, like, when did I confirm with you about being here? This past weekend. I have some sort of preparatory schedule
Right.
because I want my time to be effective. I want my actions to be effective. I'm at a point in my career now, in my life, personal and professional. If you're not in it, there's a reason why.
Mm-hmm. So true.
Right? If there's an activity, a person, place, thing, event that's not in it, there's a reason why. And if it is in there, it's because it's important to me and I can lend my effectiveness to it. It's going to be a reciprocal experience and relationship. I'm going to equally receive as I am giving all of myself, and that's a total choice.
Mm-hmm.
Right? That's my discipline.
Yes, that's your discipline.
That's my discipline. At 53 right now, coaching after 30 years, I'm just thinking, I don't want to waste any more time. You know?
Right.
And here's
Go
the
for
thing.
the gusto, do your thing.
Right. Here's another thing about effectiveness, right? We have time? Yeah. Okay.
We're over time,
Oh,
but I'm going to
God.
let you finish
Sorry.
your thought.
Okay,
but then
so
I
here's
definitely
the
want
one last
to-
thing.
Yeah.
In order to be effective, it's not about being productive all the time. We convince ourselves that the more busy we are, the busyness, not business, but the busyness of our day is leading to productivity and success. Not necessarily.
Right.
Being specifically productive with action steps that actually get you to schedule your plan and work your dream is where it's at. Your time of refilling your cup and reflection is just as important as the productivity. It's so important. So if you are going to lounge and Netflix all day, don't do that halfway. No, I'm serious. If you're totally spent and you're thinking, I got 4 hours, I don't want to do anything, make it grand.
Yeah, I hear you
You know what
talking.
I mean?
Like really get involved
Map
with
out
what it
the
is that
movies you're
doing.
going to do. Lay
Yeah.
out the comforter. Really
Enjoy
lay
it,
back
yeah.
and really be effective at that time. Because
Yeah.
if you don't,
You're going to feel like you've wasted your time. I
right,
just
and then when
spent
you go
4 hours
back,
and
yeah,
it's just
when
like,
you go
but
back to
no.
being productive, you're like, I'm back in it again. No, you want to be enjoying what that is.
Just release, let it go.
Absolutely.
Don't have a care in the world and let that
Absolutely.
TV or movie or whatever it is that you're doing just
Sure.
absorb you.
If you're going to relax, really relax.
Yes.
Don't just go, I'm just going to sit here. I got 5 minutes to myself, blah, 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 da, da. You're lying.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Well, I
Anyway,
definitely
there you
want
go.
them to be in touch with you, and I want them to learn more and see how if anybody who's interested in learning and getting some coaching and learning and working with your program, I really want them to get in touch with you. So
Awesome.
if you can please give them your contacts.
Yes. Thank you for that.
Yes.
Simple. Facebook, Mel Martin, MELMARTIN. Email mel@FitLuvStrong, FITLUVSTRONG. And also, that's my call sign on Instagram, FITLUVSTRONG, FitLuvStrong. And thank you guys.
Gmail.com?
Mel@FitLuvStrong.com.
Mel.
@FitLuvStrong.com. It's my
Mel
FitLuvStrong, FITLUVSTRONG. Yeah. So anyway, amazing hour. Thank you guys.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you so much. And it's if I can kind of edify RawNe, here.
RawNe.
Look at that smile. She is a terrific, terrific creative writer and performer. You gotta go see her. She's awesome.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I'm so glad you came. Thank you guys for tuning in. I know we went over, but I really, really love having Mel come in and join us. And he brings so much knowledge and wisdom and encouragement and development and just education to us all. So and I want to share that more. So
Awesome.
I hope that you guys enjoyed it. Take a look at everything that we have going on in the comments. You can link with him, find out more about his program, FitLuvStrong.com.
Awesomeness.
All right, peace, y'all. It's your girl, RawNe.
Thank you, guys.
What's up, everybody? This is your girl, RawNe, and you're listening to Rise and Shine 209, the KXVS, the Voice of Stockton Morning Show.
Here at KXVS, broadcasting from Stone Tube Studios, is the Voice of Stockton.